2.
Franchise report. Reporting live.
Franchise in the building, franchise report in effect as it goes down another mother effing day. Lovely Leticia here, hot in the right here. Back again to shut it down.
What up?
Demmene, Syronn. You thought I was going to say your name? Demmene, Syronn in the building.
What up?
Another day, just trying to get it.
It's good to be here, franchise.
Always a pleasure, family. Ready
Legendary opportunity. Yeah, let's go.
Straight to it.
Demmene, Syronn. Watch. Proud moments. My daughter said I was a tryhard. It's not true, really. I'm just better. By far, y'all set a high bar. It was hard to ignore it, but the buck stops here, and the ball stopped before it. Some of them set the earth, son. I'm the center of the orbit. In other words, like it or not, my glow's important. Everybody's trying to eat. Men like me control the portion. Luckily, I'm generous enough to keep you all from starving. Those that never heard of me prefer for me to prove it. Wrap your mind around how often I come out, affect your movement. I could body every feature, stage, interview, and platform, but I'm a gentleman and monopolizing this bad form. I know you're thinking, man, this dude get barely mentioned. Don't misconstrue it, I'm just not amused by the attention. With no interest in whipping in your lanes whatsoever. I'd rather play the laboratory and cake my feta. Plus I spare y'all from the glare of my nuclear projector, cause staring at a star too long is sure to burn your retina. You should all be thankful that I'm not applying pressure and giving you the time and space to get your case together. My optimum output is awkward and blinding. I dial it back so that it's not so shiny. Never have been one that's fit for conforming, cause shape-shifting is for the spineless and slimy. My guns I'm sticking to, low funds are filthy rich. I keep a fistful of fuel for the ignorant. I used to think that all of us were equal, but now I know better. Trust me, some people are poised for positions of power and promise. The rest just aren't smart enough, let's keep it dumb honest.
Let's go, baby.
I could hurt the feelings of an icon. I murder everybody if it wouldn't upset my mom. Demmene, Syronn, screaming take me to your leader. Somebody think they're better than make me a believer. Maybe I am not the one to pull the culture by the coattails, but when we gonna be done with all these gun bars and dope sales? Woke ones quote, art imitate life, so I say the coldest things, and my kings call me ice. And I didn't write this to rile up drama, but someone needs to address the cycle of trauma. If every imagination and every bullet fired through this mic was a word of inspiration, or a piece of good advice, or at least something different than this modern prototype, it's like I keep a fleet of weaponry. It must mean that I'm nice. Look, I get it. Poverty's infected your thoughts, and some of y'all really believe that you're just flexing your cards. See, it's easy to deceive someone that's never been taught. Even easier to deceive a human-headed is hard. So instead of moving together, we get further apart. And the difference between the two of them is stuck at the start. This fixation with mental prison is a little bizarre. I want for every plate we eat to have a Michelin star. I should promote a greet and greet so y'all can sit with the God, father of specialties. Listen, we can sip it and stalk, or skip the formalities and strike right in the heart. My defibrillator is charged up, we all need a spark. Why do we keep defecating in the toilet that's clogged? Instead of working it smart, we working it hard. The facade of the strength we have is really just a mirage, leaving these mothers and fathers bruised, battered, and scarred. And the Lord has helped us. If you ask the elders, the mistake we make is stinking. There ain't nothing they can tell us, and this fake it till you make it method ain't gonna propel us without recalibrating the state of our cerebellums. The common sense, my intelligence, especially when I'm talking in a room of uncomprehensive elephants. You might be boss to the skeleton, but if you're neglecting your children, then you're softer than gelatin. That's for the ladies and the gentlemen. I'm too old to sugarcoat the whole truth when I'm telling it. Looking for some honesty, but ain't nobody selling it. At least if I'm lying, I'ma make it sound eloquent. My status is a veteran, Letterman is immaculate. I can pick the pen up whenever, I never practice it. Some of y'all will struggle to barely come up with half of this. I can be the best, but why try to even master if I'm running open field with the ball and no one's tackling? Players should go back to the basics and start to rap again. Look at having broke a head sweat. How I'm swimming with these sharks and I ain't even get wet yet. Guess I'm protected by my skill sets and the confidence of knowing when I go and I'm a real threat. I know that people love to claim to be the greatest, but how can that be true if you ain't nobody's favorite? And if you're nice, you'll get approached by total strangers. I've been told that I provoke life changes. They similar to sipping Rieslings and cheap rosé while listening to music Cabernet from Paso Robles. All that I can say is y'all should catch up. Flavor and complexity's a hard thing to dress up. Fans inspire us to continue to keep going. Plans to to fire up any venue that we go in. The repertoire, yo, is so close to incredible. Even my imperfections are no less than impeccable. I try not to rely on punchlines and references and focus on the academic structure of my sentences. I'm taking apprenticeships. All of my proteges are excellent lyricists, period. The curriculum serious. Sorry if you do not meet the minimum admission criteria. You can hang with me if you relate to chandeliers. As long as there's a ceiling, I'ma try to stay up there, lighting up the air. Hydrogen is here. I don't know any other way to make it more clear. I'm good money in a tuxedo, a looking bunny. Hooded sweatsuits with boots or something crunchy. Dad bod, plate stay full, I ain't hungry. But y'all food, that looks good, I got the munchies. My deep so out of reach that I can't be sunned. In this land of milk and honey, I have just begun. Trust, I'm coming with the gumption of a newborn. The game's a white couch and I'm Rick James with shoes on. That's just so audacious. And I stay cool, why y'all so anxious? If self-medication's your security blanket, I'm trained with the tools to improve psych patients. We'll talk about your sociopathic infatuations, break you down and build you back up. And if you make it, you get your picture taken at the graduation banquet. I might even say congratulations.
Well then.
Okay.
I might.
That was different. That was definitely something that would, besides Lord Grimothy.
Yeah.
That's something that I've never really, we don't really get too many.
Conscious rappers,
Yes.
but he's more than a conscious rapper, though.
Yes.
He'll give you bars if you want him
Yes. So where you from?
Everywhere. But originally Schenectady, New York.
Okay.
That's what I represent. Now as I gotten older, I represent Schenectady, New York.
to. You didn't even swear, did you?
No,
I
he
don't
didn't. I
I
don't
didn't
think he
swear,
swore.
yeah, no
No.
doubt.
Thank you.
So where are you now? Where are you located now?
Right now I live in Connecticut.
Okay.
But I lived in, I claim Providence is one of my home cities, and Rhode Island is one of my home states.
Okay.
I lived here for a considerable amount of time. I work with my partner in rhyme, Lord Grimothy, and we started our group in this state.
Okay. And that's when you was Dirty Ice?
Yes.
And why'd you change your name from Dirty Ice to Demmene?
I'm mature. Dirty Ice is a name that came from me being like the dirty uncle in the neighborhood. Like the young kids used to come to my crib. I used to let them smoke blunts and make music, keep them off the streets like that. And I became sort of the dirty uncle of the space, and that turned into Dirty Ice.
Okay.
Is music full time now?
Music is never full time.
It's never full time.
Fatherhood is full time.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact.
And that's how I see it. The most valuable role I could play in society is a dad.
How much percentage is music of you nowadays?
I wish it was more, to be honest, franchise.
Wish it was more.
You
You know what I'm
wish it
saying?
was
Like I said,
more.
I could pick the pen up whenever. I never practice it. I don't.
Even in Connecticut?
I wish I had it more, but like I said, I'm focused on fatherhood to keep it 100. Like, I'm trying to make sure my boys are good. My boys, that's what I focus on.
How old are your boys?
6 and 3.
Okay. They're too young. I was about to
Yeah.
say, would you write for them? But they're too young.
Probably already done.
I still write, but it's just not, I have a new boss. Lord Grimothy is my boss. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And I turn in songs when I'm asked to turn in songs. I turn in music when I'm asked to turn in music. You know what I'm saying? I get to, so I've come to this place where I'm an elder now.
Okay.
And I've accepted that in this space.
Okay.
And it's time to let the youth do what they do. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you got to come in and just let them know that stay sharp, because the old boys could still come in and do raps.
Okay. So you're not here to drop an EP. You're not here to talk about a project. You're just basically here to be like, hey, I still got this.
I'm
I
here
do
to
this.
talk about business ventures, if that's okay.
Okay, so
You
what
know
you
I'm
got
saying?
going
Lord Grimothy and I have an affiliation with a company called Aquidneck Harvest Company, and we're in the process of research and development. But no sooner than the next few months, we should have a product on the shelves in the state of Rhode Island and all your dispensaries.
Okay.
Congrats.
Okay.
Word.
Okay.
Dope right there.
That's definitely dope. Okay.
That's how I dropped it. The product is called ELZ, E-L-Z. So please, if you go to the dispensary, if you have a license, in the next few months, continue to ask for that product.
Okay.
Word.
You never thought about taking in an understudy?
I have several.
you
Like I
go
said,
far
my
in the
proteges are excellent lyricists, period. I said it all in a rhyme. So
did
yes,
say
yeah,
that.
I take them.
Let me said a lot in 5 minutes, so I'm not
Yeah, no doubt.
I definitely heard that line though. I heard the protege line though.
Yeah, I do. I do.
How was it having youngins? Do they listen?
No, they don't. It's very challenging, you know what I mean? But the one thing I've learned as an elder is that everybody has to experience things on their own for the most part. Like, only the wisest young man, there might be one in here, can listen to you say something and be like, oh, word, I got the jewel. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Most people got to look back and be like, yo, somebody told me that jewel before, but I'm right here. And so only a few can do it. Graham was one of them, you know? He don't like me to say it, but yeah, he was my protege. He's one of my proteges. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
You keep saying elder like you 50 or something. I'm betting you're only in your like 40s.
I could be.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna take a sip to that.
Word is born. I could be. I could be. I'm an elder. I'll say that.
Anything else you want to say that we didn't get to ask you?
Demmene Syronn, SYRONN.com. I don't have any new music on, but Graham and I are working on some new music.
Okay.
And a couple new singles will come out, I'm sure. Plenty of videos online. Please just look for me. Also, everybody should know, if you Google the world's honest rapper, you will find my name, which is something that we work very hard for. It's strange, but if you Google that right now, what is the world's honest rapper?
To me,
it would be Demmene Syronn.
Not Dirty Eye.
In the whole world on Google, that's the #1 in the search engine.
Are you serious?
Okay.
Yeah, no word of a lie.
That's dope, though. That's dope.
Yeah.
Kudos to you. Congrats to you for that.
Wait. Why?
Look at
How much work did you have to put in there to become a definition?
It's a whole science, and again, this is where we get into.
Say it one more time.
If you Google, you know, who's the world's most honest rapper?
The world's most.
Are you doing it too, Stan?
All right.
Rapper.
I thought you was. Let me
Wow.
see.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen.
There's #1 in the search engine.
That's
That
dope.
damn saying niggas don't want to believe nothing until you actually
Google it, right?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you for coming through.
No, thank you. And I also want to say, I'm a little bit enamored being able to sit next to you.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like that's.
I got a button for that.
Oh, don't you dare! Don't you dare!
It's really been a privilege,
Thank you.
and the fact that you were so hospitable and all that. Now I got a new vision for you. It's crazy.
Thank you, thank you,
Nah,
thank you.
thank you, franchise.
I can't stand her.